It'll be one to go this time by. Coming to the green, buddy. Coming to the green. Let's go get him. Go, go, go. Dig, dig, dig. Go, 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 go.
Get your motor running. Head out on the highway.
This was a big weekend for us a year ago, and I don't think any of us would have predicted a year from then and today that we were going to be here leading the point standings and have 3 wins this season. So very excited about it. It's been a long road. It's been a long year, but one that's been very gratifying and a lot of fun at the same time with a lot of work. So I talked to Kyle this week, and I had a very good conversation. We talked for about 30 minutes on the phone, and I was very pleased with the conversation that we had. So that's all I've got on the Kyle Busch topic. And Daytona last week was fun, but we're on to Chicago this week.
Coming to Chicago, I enjoy it. It's cool in different ways. It's cool because it's close to home for me. I get to spend some time with my family yesterday and went to the county fair and pet some pigs and things like that. So something different that most of the time we don't get to do. I think we've been good. I don't think we've been great. We had a great string, but on average we've been pretty good. Had a lot of fun, that's for sure. And obviously, Tony has a lot fewer complaints than we do. But in general, it's just been a lot of fun. A chemistry building and team morale building experience, and I look forward to going back to some of these tracks twice with these guys and these race cars to try to get that first victory for our team.
And in a way, it's cool that we have a break, but in the other side of the coin, we have a lot of momentum in the team, and you don't really want to you don't want to break that. So I'm going to Aruba for a week. I'm going to hopefully Windsor for 6 days if my hands will allow me to, but I really doubt it. It doesn't matter whether I'm in a Hendrick or a Ganassi car or a Gibbs car. It's what it is. I'm happy where I am. I'm working hard to make sure we become one of those teams. Right now we're a smaller team, and I don't think it makes a big difference. It's shown that as long as you got the right people working for you, you'll be fine. I think our car today is as good as anybody's. I need a little bit more, but everybody else does.
I think team performance this year has been great. The guys have been working hard. I've been doing the best I can behind the wheel. Addington, Chris Gale, all the guys to make our cars winning cars. But results side of it, I think we've been a big failure. So we're struggling here to make ourselves comfortable for the chase. And here at Chicago was a good weekend last year. We won both the Nationwide and the Cup event, so hopefully this year we've got a good enough car where we can somewhat do the same, if not, top 5 finish or something like that, where we can just kind of keep trying to gain on some points here.
I'm excited I got to be at some of those tests and work on that tire with Goodyear, and they just did a good job. I feel like they gave us a great tire. They've done everything they could to make a tire last on that surface, on that racetrack, and those long straightaways. And I think there's a lot to it because it seemed like a pretty tough process. Richard Petty Motorsports has done a really nice job to keep giving their teams and their drivers better equipment. And so I think keep building on that, keep working on that, and the communication with myself and Kenny Francis and Keith Rodden, our engineer, keep working on that. And hopefully we can have good cars on every weekend, whether it's Saturday night or Sunday. And our pit crew's been great. Last week we gained spots every time we were on pit road. They're doing an awesome job. We need to keep that kind of stuff up, and I think we'll have a really good shot at making the chase.
Right now at this point in the season, we'd like to get some bonus points with those wins, and then you got to look at those 10 tracks that are in the chase. We performed really well at New Hampshire, so that was a great weekend for us because it gives us a lot of things to go forward on as we get further into the season, into the chase. This has always been a great area for a lot of race fans to get a chance to come, watch the Sprint Cup Series and its drivers and competitors and nationwide on one of the best tracks that we go to. It's always been a great track, well designed, and in a great location, if you ask me, for our Midwest fans that are huge. I mean, we see it in Kansas, we see it here, we see it in Indy, and it's obviously one that's high up on the list for a lot of guys.
When we were there for the tire test we did, I think they've done a fantastic job picking a tire or coming up with a tire that will last and that is competitive, drives competitively. So I ran out of gas coming down the front stretch on a full fuel run, and the tire was just about wore out. So, I mean, it was a perfect matchup of the amount of fuel that the tire, or the amount of fuel that the car will hold, and the distance it'll go, and still have rubber left on it. So, we know that we have 8 more races to make the chase, and that it's important that we have the best possible equipment that we can bring right now. We're doing lots of simulation stuff. We're doing a little bit of testing at tracks where we can go and simulate some short track scenarios that we feel we're lacking a little bit on. And just we're wide open. We're racing as hard as we can. We're not taking a big risks, but at the same time we're racing for the win.
Really, the keys here at Chicago are to get your car to run well on the long run, but with double file restarts, that's going to be exciting this time around because you have to be good on the short runs to gain those positions or to hold off some of the tough competition. And so it gets back to the balance of, is your car good on a short run or a long run? Double file restarts will be key. And then I think we've had a couple of them come down to fuel mileage because the tires seem to be doing an excellent job here with maintaining their pace as well as how they refire after the tires cool off once we have a yellow flag session. So I see the double file restarts as being key. I feel the tire wear and how you manage your tires and when you pit the final time will be key as well.
I think that as a whole we're in great shape. It really boils down to those 10 races, and our world as a team and driver changes in those 10. And right now we're all just trying to make sure that our pit stops are right, our cars are right, trying to get wins for those 10 bonus points. And then based on the past 4 or 5 years I've been in the chase, just really have to be ready for that 10-race stretch and everything that comes at you, because you're going to be challenged on all fronts. You need to make sure you're well rested, focused, and ready to grind it out for 10 weeks. So just trying to get all the mental aspects in place. I think we're there on a technology standpoint, and we'll be ready for it when September gets here.
I'm very frustrated to not be in victory lane. Obviously that's sitting on a pole this year. Poles was one of our goals. Winning races was the other. If I had to pick between the two, I'd pick wins over poles, but we'll take whatever we can get. It was an amazing lap. I didn't expect it to be that quick. I knew that we had a really good car, and it was just up to me to mess up or finish the job.